He got us again. That's right. Eagles GM Howie Roseman just ruined another beautiful day, and I'll tell you why. And I'm going to tell you why Howie Roseman just might have done right by the Philadelphia Eagles for the first time in a long time, and why this trade is not such a bad thing. All that and more coming up next. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Eagles News Now podcast. I'm professional wrestler Chris Wilde, live from bar 4133. And you know what? The day was beautiful on Friday. 80-degree day here on the East Coast. The sun was shining, and I was having an awesome day. Nothing could go wrong. And then I get the alert that the Philadelphia Eagles had traded away the 6th pick in the draft to the Miami Dolphins for the 12th pick and a first-round pick in 2022. Now, look, first, let's actually rewind a bit. Let's go back to how this all started. I also, and again, the day was going great, and one of the things that made the day go pretty good was seeing that the 49ers had traded with the Dolphins to get the number 3 pick in the draft, meaning that was one less team that was going to go for wide receiver Jamar Chase, my guy in this year's draft. Now, I'm thinking the Eagles are dead set to get Jamar Chase. Well, boy, was I wrong, because Howie Roseman then traded with the Dolphins, and the Dolphins go to the 6th, get the 6th pick, and the Eagles go all the way down to the 12th pick, taking them out of the Jamar Chase sweepstakes, as well as the Kyle Pitts sweepstakes, who was my other guy in this year's draft.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I don't understand. Days have went by, and I'm still kind of angry about this. Yes, I get what you're going to hear later. I understand all the positive things about this trade. But the fact is, the 6th pick in this draft is Howie proof. It is Howie proof. You have a stud, a guy that a possible Pro Bowl player sitting there waiting for you to take. How many times do we got to watch guys like Metcalf and Justin Jefferson? How many times do we got to watch these guys that we could have had become Pro Bowlers, become beasts, become monsters, while we're sitting with the J.J. Arcega-Whitesides and the Jalen Regers? I mean, I've had it. I've absolutely had it up to here. And what makes this worse is that going to 12 means that now we have the Giants and the Cowboys picking ahead of us, meaning we're gonna watch them get even better than they have already gotten in this offseason. This has been a very hard offseason for Eagle fans. It just got a lot tougher. Howie Roseman ruined my day on Friday, and I understand you're gonna hear a lot of positive things, but look, it comes down to this team needs young star players. Not the old aging guys, not the middle of the pack young players. They need young star players, and at 6, you are almost guaranteed a star. Now, Howie Roseman at 12 is going to be second guessing and triple guessing and going off his board. And that's another thing. If this was Ozzie Newsome picking at 12, maybe I wouldn't feel as angry or as bad about it. But it's not Ozzie Newsome. It's Howie Roseman, who has picked one Pro Bowler in the last 6 years. And guess what? That guy's not even on the team anymore. It blows my mind that Jeffrey Lurie continues to let this guy make these decisions. And look, let's face it, guys. When the Eagles tanked that last game, and they did tank that last game by taking Jalen Hurts out of the equation early in the game, we were pumping our chests about that 6th pick. Pumping our chest. At least we got the 6th pick in the draft. Now, we're the laughingstock of the NFC East, and that is really hard to do when we got a team that has no name in it. It's just unbelievable. And then you talk about Jalen Hurts. What does this do for Jalen Hurts' psyche? As a report came out that the Eagles were actually trying to trade up to number 3 to get Zach Wilson, but Joe Douglas kind of gave them the Iggy and said, nah, we're taking them at 2. Now you've got a quarterback that who knows where his head is at. We all know about giving a quarterback more headaches and making his head spin. We've already been through that. Now we're possibly going to go through it again. Thank you, Howie Roseman, for ruining another day. Unbelievable. Okay, so you heard all of that negative bullshit, right? I get it. I was angry at first too, but this is not all bad for the Eagles. This trade is not all bad for the Eagles. Yes, the 6th pick would have been awesome. I think at the end of the day, a lot of us talked ourselves into Kyle Pitts or Jamar Chase. A report came out today that the Eagles were kind of tipped off that the Cincinnati Bengals might be taking Jamar Chase where they pick, so he wouldn't even be available for the Eagles. And who knows if Kyle Pitts, who is rumored to go to Atlanta, would have been there either. I mean, look, Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow have a connection. We all know that. So, yeah, it's very possible that the Bengals would like to build around their star quarterback. Look, yes, the 6th pick is almost Howie-proof. I get it. And you're picking way ahead of your division rivals. However, the Eagles now have, by acquiring the Dolphins' first-round pick in 2022, they have 3 first-round picks. Now, look, I don't expect them to have 3 first-round picks in the 2022 draft, which makes this so more exciting. Now that they have all of this surplus of picks, not to mention the 11 that they still have in the 2021 draft, now they can move up if they need to. If Jalen Hurts isn't the guy, they can move up for a quarterback in next year's draft or move up for a star stud player, as you heard about before. I mean, this isn't all that bad. Also, I mean, look, if Deshaun Watson wasn't facing 20 criminal counts, and who knows, maybe that all gets thrown away, you now have the picks to get a guy like him. This isn't a bad thing, guys. Look, they go from 6 to 12. 5 quarterbacks are probably already going to be taken by then, which means you still have a bunch of good players. There is a real chance, and I'll actually describe how in a later video, how the Eagles might end up with Devonta Smith, a guy that was rumored to go in the top 5 a couple months ago. They could also get Jalen Waddle, who might be the best wide receiver in this draft. I mean, he is kind of overlooked because of his injury. And let's talk about cornerbacks. The Eagles secondary is horrible, absolutely horrible. At 12, you have a real chance of, getting one of the top 3 quarterbacks. Now look, Dallas will probably take Patrick Surtain, who in the archives, I did a reaction video about his highlights. But you have a choice if they don't go Surtain. You have a choice of Surtain, of J.C. Horn, or Caleb Farley. I mean, you have options there, and your secondary will be 100% better with any one of those guys. And trust me, the Horn video is coming up as well as Caleb's. So it's not that bad. It's not all doom and gloom. I mean, Micah Parsons will probably be available. You're not going to get Howie's not going to draft a linebacker, let's be honest here. But you got options. You have a chance at still getting a stud player at 12. Can you imagine if the Eagles end up with Devonta Smith at 12 and still now have Miami's first-round pick in 2022? Look, guys act like, and look, again, having 3 first-round picks depends if Carson Wentz stays healthy next year. But just because, let's say he does stay healthy, that doesn't mean the Colts are going to be great. I mean, there's a chance that the Colts could suck, and the Eagles get a higher pick. The Dolphins are going to have a bunch of great new talent, but it is going to be new talent. There's still question marks with Tua at quarterback. Who's saying that the Miami Dolphins are going to be awesome next year? There is a chance that these picks are higher picks for the Eagles. I like what Howie has done. Again, you have to build this team, as you heard earlier, around young star players, as he said. Well, you have a shot now. You have a shot now of even more star young players in 2022, not to mention the cap that the Eagles are going to have in 2022. It's going to be a lot better than this year. This year is doom and gloom because, yes, the cap is shit this year, okay? I mean, they got Anthony Harris. He's a good player. You would love to see them get more players, but next year is their year as far as cap money, as far as draft picks. And if Howie Roseman, look, the law of averages says he's got to hit at some point, right? You've got to hit at some point. If you keep hitting the slot machine, that 25-cent slot machine, eventually you got to hit on it.
Nice. Back up to 300.
Oh my God, that is the right. Look, he's got to hit sometime. 11 picks. If you can get 6 or 7 players that can start and be quality starters, that's a huge ask out of any GM, especially Howie Roseman. But look, you are playing to win, and Howie Roseman is finally wheeling and dealing again and not just staying pat, and he's trying to get this team more assets to make this team eventually better. By 2022 or 2023, we could be talking about an Eagles team that goes back to the Super Bowl. That's all I got for you guys today. I really didn't want to use a Super Bowl word on this episode of Eagles News Now, but thanks, guys, for watching. If you're a first-timer, please hit that subscribe button if you liked what you saw. There's tons of stuff on this channel, music, sports, and more. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, go Birds, and I'll see you later.
NYU film school graduate, sucker, and the School of Visual Arts, and the Academy of Art University in San Francisco. You suck. You're a no talent. If you really had talent, go practice and then get yourself a gig instead of ruining the end of the day for everybody down here. You disgrace. You're everything that's gone wrong in this world. You're a self-consumed, no talent, mediocre piece of shit. And I've earned my right to say it. Okay? I had 200,000 people with Bill Graham. In 1975, I walked Bob Dylan up on stage. Who the fuck are you? I knew the Grateful Dead from 1966. Who the fuck are you?
Oh,